Man, we'll start with Young Thug. So I don't know how in tune you are audacious with like the whole Young Thug situation, as well as like more in terms of like the interview as of recently, right? And I was listening to the interview today and understanding Young Thug's perspective. Hey, bro, I've done everything you can imagine in terms of like building you up, building you into this career of a rap career. And under no circumstances, none whatsoever, would it ever been okay for you to do what you did. Whether you think you was doing right, whether you thought it wasn't going to affect me, under no circumstances, if I'm fighting for my life saying this isn't a gang and you go before a judge and jury and say we are a gang, there's nothing you could say to me to make me believe it was okay or it was an accident or you was bamboozled. Like your heart was still in the place and the mindset of telling, right? From that standpoint, from that POV, I feel like as of today, as someone who has grabbed their popcorn and lived life on the sidewalk and watched the streets from afar, um, and got a whiff of the streets, um, I side with Thug right now.
Why
And
wouldn't you?
yeah,
Yeah.
so it's just like I don't know if there's an opposing side that could like make if we're going by the mythological rules of the streets, right?
hmm
Emphasis on mythological. If we're
hmm
going by the mythological rules and principles of the streets, I understand where Thug is coming from, and Gunna have not yet have made a statement or did an interview about as to his point of view and how he went about it. It's just like, damn, yeah, bro. Like, how could you do that?
Yeah. Well, there's a phrase that you say. You say something. You don't say in their defense. You say
Oh,
giving them some
shooting
something.
him some bail.
There you go. Shooting them some bail money. So if I was gonna shoot Gunner some bail money, I'd say you were just capping
Hmm.
this entire time. This entire time, and all of your lyrics and all of your music, you was just capping for real, right? You are in the same boat as 6ix9ine. Y'all was body in the music. When it's time to come to be in the courtroom,
Yeah,
y'all ain't had nothing to do with nothing, right?
yeah,
Right? Y'all ain't never
yeah.
popped a pistol, hit a lick, none of that, right? Okay, civilian. Now we know you're a civilian, right? Now we need to now it makes sense why you are not from that life. You talk about that life and got put on a pedestal because of it, because you was capping, right? That's
Right.
cool. We didn't know you was capping. We took you for the street thoroughbred nigga that you said you was in the music
Yeah.
until you went and told, until you went and said. Now it's one thing to take a plea and just get out of jail. It's another thing to go contraire to your co-defendant, aka your brother, your boss, all that, to go completely contrary to his word, right? That's where, okay, now we can't deem you a rat because you was capping, but if 6ix9ine had to eat the cheese, I'm sorry, Gunna. Young Thug ain't came out and said, nah, man, my nigga wasn't stitching, man. He was just, doing what he had to do. I fuck with one, you know what I'm saying? I love him. He would have came out like that. We wouldn't have, all right, Gunna still wasn't a rat. We called you a rat when you first got out of jail, nigga. But we hadn't heard from Thug yet, so we really couldn't confirm it. Thug got out and was trying to keep a lid on it and wasn't expecting somebody to leak his calls. And now that somebody leaked his calls, oh, fuck it, I'm standing on it. And now that he's standing on it, Gunner, you are now officially a rat, brother.
Yeah, man. It's and the other thing too was that Young Thug was saying, assuming it's accurate, um, was like, hey, all of our lawyers on this case were like in unison together. My lawyer was like the head coach, and the rest of the lawyers were like all the assistant coordinators, so to speak, right? The assistant coaches, if you will. So they are following what my lawyer is telling them to do. So in the end, you would like to believe inevitably, like it gets me off as well. And as and also getting y'all off. And the argument is like, oh, well, other guys took pleas, other guys took pleas. Like, yeah, those guys took pleas as foot soldiers. You were being portrayed as the secondary in charge head honcho. So them saying
Yeah,
we're
like
a
you're the
gang.
premier artist of YSL, bro. Like Young Thug is the boss. You're the premier artist,
Exactly. And this is like they
the
could
face
say we're a
essentially.
gang.
Yeah.
We don't care about them. Like, yeah, they're a gang. Yeah, whatever. We're a gang. Why is us a gang? You're foot soldiers. Who cares? But when like a credible source, the second in command allegedly says you're a gang, then it really has weight. Then we really look at Young Thug like, oh, all right, nigga, we about to try to throw the book at you, send everything, including the kitchen sink. you know, and so now listening to what you got the perspective, I could understand why he feel hurt, betrayed, and all of that, and even in saying like, yo, bro, like you get out and you don't go even check on my family,
My
like you,
mama. That
like
nigga
you,
said mama.
my mama, like you don't go check my mama, my kids, like you, like I could literally have gone away for forever because of what you did, whether you think it's a mistake or it was misunderstood, and I could have been gone forever for what you did, and you don't reach out to like my bloodline, like what is going on, bro?
But I can't let Thug go unscathed. Also
Hmm.
because nigga, I mean, I get that you hurt, and I get that we have to hear that you're hurt, but there's a part of me that's gonna always feel like you niggas in the streets, y'all know it's jail or dead. Y'all know it's jail or dead. So for you to be crying over the possibility of jail or dead is like we get that you telling your truth and you being honest and you letting us in on something. But nigga, if Gunna is a hip hop artist and he's trying to sell records. So he's gonna say all this shit in a record, and he's not actually doing the stuff that you having the foot soldiers do. And then he get caught up with the law. How you not expecting him to continue to maintain his citizenship freedom, right? Because all I was doing was capping in my rapping. I was not actually pew pewing and stick 'em up, give me all you got, right? Actually, you was doing that, nigga. Like, you was really doing that, thug. Like, come on, bro. Like, I know of all of the gang activity that we've done. These people seem like they got a slam dunk case and they giving me a way out. And I ain't done nothing. Good. I ain't done nothing, thug. I really ain't done nothing. So if anybody should go home, Woody, Wham, Pluto, you, it's me. Nigga. I ain't done nothing. Like I get it, you mad, you're sad because you done everything for me, and now they got me on the stand. But the number one rule in life is self-preservation. And
And
Young
number
Thug,
one rule to
I
the streets is there are no
appreciate,
rules.
appreciate. I know you. I know you love me. I know you love me. But if we was on an island and it's just me and you, and sharks is just around us, I think we're gonna give each other that one last hug, and then we're gonna have to duke it out after that.
Y'all take the dead body. Take the dead body.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, thug, it ain't that much love in the world, nigga, where a nigga who ain't done nothing will, hey, we gonna give you this plea, let you go right now. You just say this is it.
Young
Right?
Thug said, like, one of the things he said that also, like, I paid attention to, stood out to me was like when they were having these hearings over Zoom calls, when they were having these hearings over Zoom calls, like you're not supposed to obviously be talking to your co-defendant, but like they're all on the Zoom call. So Thug is like, yo, Gunna, like, what's up, bro? You straight? You good? and he was like, Gunna's energy was just, well, I'm sure he's like, and he was like, even then he started sensing like, hey, bro, I don't like how you acted. Like you not head up, chest out, like you looking too weary over there for my comfort. Like what's going on with you, my G? So I say all that to say to your point, like I ain't do nothing. Hey
And then
man.
I think about it too for Gunna. This is my God perspective. This is my man of God hat, and it's like it's gotta suck for him too. You know what I mean? It's gotta suck for someone who put you on, who was a big brother to you, who made sure you were successful, who always had your back, but he was really active. Like he was really active, really out there like that, and you wasn't, and you got caught up in his riffraff to where you actually kind of gotta have to tell the truth. You like had to tell the truth. Young Thug ain't out of jail because YSL ain't really a crime organization. Young Thug is out of jail because that judge was a fucktard and his lawyers got a hold of that ass. And so
Mhm.
now this whole thing is a whole clusterfuck. Let my nigga go, and
Do with the rest of that as you may.
we'll figure this shit out when that nigga's out of jail. So understand that Young Thug ain't out because they found these niggas not guilty. Young Thug is out because of a technicality within the legal system that they is
Mhm.
like, okay, nigga, we gotta let this nigga out while we get our shit together. We can't get caught like this ever again because we just let a big whale go. That's what really happened. And Young Thug had the right lawyer to be looking for technicalities to get the shit done, in which he did, which thank God for that. But how is Gunner supposed to know that there's going to be some indiscrepancies within the trial to where they're going to get released? How's Gunner supposed to know that? When they presented things to him, this was early on. So before they presented to him with the plea, they presented him with all they had on them niggas already.
Yeah. This, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And Thug is the only one that's like, I don't give a fuck what y'all got. Watch him work. Watch him work. Watch him work.
If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo.
Woo-dee-doo!
That was
Bro,
hilarious.
bro. And Tony Bacon was like, that's not whoop-de-doo worthy. And we go,
I hadn't
yeah, you
seen
had
Tony
sex with
Baker.
my girl, whoop-de-doo. But us going to prison for life, that ain't no whoop-de-doo.
I ain't seen Tony Baker talk about it yet. But I was seeing, look, I was seeing Whoop De Doo first before the full context. And as I like kept on like watching, 'cause I started watching it this weekend and I like finished up watching it today. And like I started when I originally started watching it, this past weekend, I hadn't got to the whoop-de-doo, but I started seeing like the whoop-de-doo clip. But I'm literally just seeing whoop-de-doo. I'm not seeing like
When
anything
the jig
before
shit
or
start.
after.
Yeah.
So as I'm like finishing it up and listening to it today, and then I hear the full context whoop-de-doo, I died. If we
Somebody
go to
with
prison for the rest of our life, oh whoop-de-doo, nigga. Like we
yeah,
standing on
so
this.
somebody was doing a skit, a parody skit to it, and this was before I saw the whoop-de-doo part. I seen a clip of the interview, but it didn't have a whoop-de-doo part in it. I see this skit first, and in the skit, the nigga is saying, "What would he do? What would he do?" So I'm thinking this nigga saying, "What would he do?"
Uh-huh.
Right? I finally hear Thug, and I hear him, "What would he do?" It does sound like that nigga saying, "What would he do?" Is that nigga trying to say whoop-de-doo? That's that country Atlanta jargon or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Woody doo. Woody doo. I said, whoopty doo. Crazy.
Yeah.
But now the whole world is saying whoopty doo right now. That shit's so funny.
Nah, man. Yeah, let us know in the comments, man. What do you think about Young Thug's interview and him telling his side of the story? And do you side with either Thug or do you side with Gunna? If you just had to make a choice. I know most folk, us civilians care less, but about the street politics. But yeah, how do y'all feel about Young Thug's perspective and who do y'all
We
side with
love
in
it.
this
I really
situation?
want
The doors of the pod are open.